As cases of COVID-19 increase among teenagers, a study shows young children are less likely to spread the virus. This as state leaders consider sending kids back to school in the fall. I-Team Jessica McMaster spoke to a pediatrician who says we need to take early studies with a grain of salt.
It's primarily sports, sports practices, it's swim teams, it's swim clubs, it's friends in the neighborhood. I was at a party.
Dr. Natasha Berger, a pediatrician with Pediatric Associates, says she's increasingly getting calls from parents whose teenagers are being exposed to COVID-19.
We know that teenagers are driving some of the boost.
A new study out of South Korea shows kids older than 10 are more likely to spread the virus. Dr. Berger attributes that to a need for socialization.
When we as parents say yes to allowing our teenagers to hang with friends, we have to assume that they are in super close contact and they are not masking.
While that same study shows kids 10 and under are much less likely to spread the virus, Dr. Berger says we shouldn't get too confident that studies on COVID-19 are still in their infancy.
We have to take them with a grain of salt because it's not in the environment of being in a classroom in the United States. And that's very different than being in a classroom or in a family in another part of the world.
The study comes as governors on both sides of the state line hope to one day get kids back into the classroom.
I think it's important that kids go to school. I think there's a lot of effects besides the virus that you go when children go to school.
Dr. Berger says she too has kids she wants to send back to the classroom, but adds community rates are still too high.
This is a math problem. If our community rates climb, then our kids are more at risk. And if our kids are more at risk, so are our families, our teachers, our high-risk populations in our community.
Dr. Berger says another part of the problem when it comes to COVID spreading among teenagers is that parents are not keeping their kids home after a possible exposure. If your kid has been exposed, do not wait on test results. Keep them home, even if they're feeling well. I'm investigator Jessica McMaster, 41 Action News.